And I am telling you, if I describe my condition, of course I cannot describe because words are not there. No taste. Tasteless taste. I say tasteless taste. End of the end is the final state. Very difficult thought. It contains the whole philosophy of Sadhana. That is, you have made the world. You have destroyed it. You cannot destroy the God's world, but destroy your world which you have made. Then only His remains.
I think नहीं हम तो लोग करा देते हैं लोग अच्छा अभी पूजा आप 9-10 बजे गए अंदर
And I am telling you, when a master is cheaply got, why I should leave him? We have assembled here on a very auspicious occasion to celebrate the birth centenary of our great master Samarth Guru Sri Ramchandra Ji Maharaj of Fatehgarh UP. We should utilize this occasion in getting into the master and master alone, which will act as food and tonic for spiritual elevation. Remembrance should be in a way that we feel the thought of remembrance oozing out from the objects everywhere. It is the real remembrance which mortals can have. It is a play for our good. Now a new chapter opens in the web of life. The effect of our deep devotion begins to resound in a way that we feel the ultimate is remembering us. That is the justice of divinity. When you have played your part fully well, the ultimate cannot fall short in playing his part. That is only a beginning of the higher sort of spirituality. As a result of it begins to modify itself when the effect of divinity starts to percolate. The base becomes a sort of force and begins to reinforce the substance required for our elevation. When the base is formed within us, the charging with its contents is also there affecting the entire fiber of our being. These contents are the ingredients of real life, which we can safely call life in life. When the balance was disturbed, we came into existence. I do not want to elaborate the subject metaphysically. The thought for creation stirred up near about the center and energy began to flow out. What was that? That was the first mind, pure and simple, and that has woven all our frame and structure. It brought purity with it, which is still maintained. So when we begin to give wrong suggestions, the mind, which is absolutely pure, expels them in order to maintain its eternal purity. That is the cause of thoughts. In reality, it sends out the contents which appear like a fog covering a certain surface. We call them thoughts. When we are attentive to the thoughts, their power develops. If any of you breathe the divine thoughts, mind will grasp it and will not eject them, because it is the real nature of mind, since it has come from the real artery. If a man wants to work out the problems of his life easily, he should give right suggestions to the mind. It is the condition which comes by practice and proper molding of oneself. It is very easy to remain in one's own condition, which is divine. It is the sure process for evolution. A little inclination towards the attainment of the reality will start weaving the future. The process which may put you in the undisturbed state, vibration should become all divine. If you are really trying for that and have got a real master, the things become very easy and good deal of time and effort is saved. People can ask how to get such a master. As an answer to it, I can safely say, how can one get such a disciple who may follow what is said above? I must say, for entering into the vast ocean, swimmers and swimming both are needed. So swimming is the part of the swimmer, and to teach swimming is the part of the master. Such a master is required as may be able to ferment us by his divine power. There are stages in the cosmic regions which we have to cross, and indeed we proceed to a certain length. Afterwards, the power of the Abhyasi fails to get at the subtle force. It is very difficult to cross it unless and until a push is given to the next step, and that is the master's work. I have come across many a person who argues with that in him which is not in himself. Some also say they have made their conscience as guru or master, but I am sure they have not made conscience as their guru, but their own ego. The conscience is described in the Shastras is made of four things: manas, mind; chit, deeper conscience; buddhi, cognition; ahankara, ego. If all these become perfectly purified, conscience will give you only correct signals. After the purification of these things, there come the higher powers, and at the same time purity has now begun all round. We all desire for realization, but have no yearning for it. I pray that we all return to our original condition and see the difference between the earthly and the heavenly. when the creation came into being, it was unbalanced state after it. That is, nature is balanced. When balance was disturbed, we came into being. And suppose if I go back to the same condition, we will be no more. So it is unnatural. It can never be the thought may not come. Disturbance is your background. When there was disturbance in nature itself, that is balance, they have lost the balance. We came into being. Because every action must have its result. So that was the action. Either it may be natural or from God or in any way. There was some action and it must be. This is balanced. Now have become unbalanced. Action arose, no result should also be there. So that means your background is on that. Therefore you remain disturbed. Our background is disturbed because had there been no disturbance, they have not been here. So that is the basis. Do you follow? I think I am right, I think now. If suppose again balanced, that unbalanced state may become balanced again. The world will not last at all. Unless there are contradictory, something contradictory, the movement cannot be there. Some contradiction is there, then there will be movement. So we should utilize that opposite in our making. So oneness can come only when you are not there. God is there when you are not there. This is when you feel yourself, surrender to everybody. That is a feeling, a sort of feeling should be in that. A sort of meekness should be. Then that is a really surrender to God. When you feel yourself surrendered to everybody, then that means you have really surrendered to God. When you feel yourself, I never tried for that.
devotion. Everybody, every saint, every prophet, including Christ and Krishna, everybody is a devotion. But what is the work of the devotion? The work of the devotion is to take you to the goal. You love certain thing, but you do not know where it is. So that devotion, loving, that takes you there. And when it comes to its proper place, that means the realization. Devotion is not there.
Yeah, you said that to me once. Devotion also comes to an end.
Yes.
I was very shocked.
And nobody has said so. Nobody's. Because it has worked. What is the necessity of that? When you are
One will.
thoroughly in him,
Yeah.
what is the need of it? Suppose you create devotion in any way. It is useless. Its work is over. And if I say this thing to our Indian brothers, they will not like this idea at all.
Now the Indians.
Indians, they will not like, because nobody has said so.
No.
All along they say, devotion. And I also say that, devotion. But it ends at a certain point.
And what point is that relating to
That is
heart,
when
mind,
you become
sense of-
absorbed. When you become absorbed in reality or Brahma or God or He has given you power. Of course, we do not realize that in ourselves. Immense power is all this.